Namaste, my beautiful queens. This reading, I have done this spread. The thing is that there is a very old, probably the oldest spread, the most informative spread known to every tarot reader ever took the deck in the hands, which is called Celtic Cross. The thing is that Celtic Cross can be used pretty much in every aspect of life, on any and every situation. But Celtic Cross usually consists of 10 cards. And but Celtic Cross, of course, is very good to answer any questions about the relationship. This is not pick up the cards. This is the spread. So of course, take what resonates. Don't take what doesn't resonate. But this is 10 card spread. And the question Celtic Cross answers usually doesn't leave any whatsoever unturned rock, so-called. So base of relationship from his point, we're gonna look at him, right? Because base of relationship from your point of view, we're gonna look at him and as the general base of your relationship. Second, what moves him in this relationship. Third, what he feels. Fourth, what he thinks. Fifth, what he hides in this position. Always shows if there's any hidden agenda there. Six, his plans about you. Seven, him in this relationship. Who is he in this relationship? Eight, you in this relationship. Number 9, we will look at his fears and doubts. What is there he's afraid of or doubts about? And 10. The thing is, the way you spread the Celtic Cross, there is a certain way. I will not do it. I will simply put the cards down. So again, this, please don't write me this comments. Where is time stamp? This is one big spread, one big reading. This is not the pick up the card. You don't pick up the cards here. You are looking this at the spread. Of course, this also shows those of you who want to do the personal reading. It shows also the style of my reading, the way I do it. For those who are learning from me, it shows how you can read the cards. So I'm going to use the Tarot of Dreams. I'm asking the spirits of 4 elements: fire, earth, water, and air, the guides and the keepers, to give us the answers to our questions. I'm asking the divine to help us to see what is there. So you need to determine, I already said, please determine the time, within what period of time you want to know this question. You need to decide it yourself. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, no more than 1 year. Please don't do it no more than 1 year. And of course, you have to concentrate on one man. Don't think about 2, 3. It has to be one specific man. So let us go. The base of, just making sure I'm not holding it upside down, the base of your relationships. All right. What moves him in this relationship? What he feels, his feelings to you. What he thinks. Number 4. What he hides, if something is hidden. Let's move it a little bit here. His plans about you, intentions and plans. And next, him in this relationship. His fears and doubts. And the last one, we will do the outcome. Again, you need to determine the time in which you want to see the outcome. All right. I accidentally turned the first one. So let us go, girls. Let us see whatever is in there. First, the base of your relationship with him. First of all, I'm looking from his point of view and as the base of relationship. And of course, we already see not very easy relationship. You know, I do not know why, I have the vibe of the cards. I don't know the cards yet, but the vibe of the cards, and especially with this one, we are having extremely complicated situation, and I am afraid it's that one which is, I always makes me so sad and so upset, because because of the fact how rarely it ends up good. The third party, either third party him or third party both of you, so either one married or both married. So of course, the base of relationship, we already see a man with all this wands. This card connects with number 11 and 21, so pay attention if there are numbers connected to it. Of course, as we can see, we already it could be also if you are looking at the situation with your own husband, because this is a card of usually, most often, a married man. But unfortunately, a married man who is very unhappy, but he stays. So you see that he's down on his knees. He is already naked. He is tired. He is deadly tired, deadly exhausted. But he's so overwhelmed with the responsibility, with the with his duties, and he just gave up. He put up with this type of you know, I just have to do it, I must just keep on doing it until I die, because I must not leave it, because this is very usually extremely idiotically responsible person, and very often it gets so painfully exhausting that he wants just to, you know, to get up, to stand up and just drop all those ones, all those heck, all those ones, and just run away. And but this desire he suppresses, he severely suppresses. Unfortunately, the base of the relationship, we have it now. We don't have some narcissistic psychopath here. No, we are having an honest man. We are having a good man, especially if it's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because we have ones here. You know, just drop it off, run away. And unfortunately, at the base, because base is what it is now, unfortunately, there right now he doesn't see any good perspectives in relationship of you and him, because it's also the feeling of guilt, a severe feeling of guilt. Of course, girls, what resonates, what doesn't, you have to understand. If you are dealing with a psychopath, narcissist, manipulator, this is not the case. You would have to look into it. So he tries to close his eyes on lots of things, tries forbids himself to see how things are. So he is filled with complexes, filled with fears. He's afraid to lose you because you are the only spark in his life, but he is afraid to disappoint you because he so far doesn't see any way out of it. And he is afraid to leave his family, because there are duties out there that I think he must do, and he's afraid that those who his family, his friends, his relatives, if he dares to get up and do something, they're gonna stop loving him, they're gonna stop respecting him. He wants to stay on a certain level. This is a card of people with a status quo. I must keep my status quo. If I don't keep my status, everything's gonna collapse. So, of course, he is extremely responsible, but at the same time, he takes you seriously. He's not playing games with you. I want to see the other card, but he can't do nothing about it. The only, you know, the thing is, girls, that I'm afraid I don't have enough time for all these cards. You know how I explain things. Big spreads require long. If I don't have enough time, I will do the second part and link it right here. Let me try to speak faster. The thing is, when I see the card, I want to tell you everything, whatever comes with this card in this situation, and that requires time. Now, second, what moves him in this relationship? What was he? Interesting. You see how many wants? We're having wants again. We're having one, so pay attention, those of you who are with fire sign. You see what moves him. He doesn't want to give up. You see the fight. He cannot be without you. He can't. He would want to probably just forget about it, because this is torture. This is a torture. This is, I cannot be with you. I cannot. You see, I am overwhelmed. I have all this on my back. I cannot be with you, but I cannot be without you. At the same time, this is like no way out. And you, again, there is a married man right here again, and you probably, and you're absolutely right if you're telling him, listen, I don't want to be crumbs, taking crumbs of your table. You either leave that and come to me, or I'm not gonna do this. I deserve to sit at the table as an equal partner. I'm not gonna do this. But as I already said, afraid to lose you and afraid to lose that what he has, but we having so much. You are fighting all the time, however it is. So there is jealousy. You want him to make the choice, and if this is not a married man you are thinking about, then this is not a marriage, but certain duties he thinks he must follow, maybe connected with family, maybe connected with stupid religions. That you know already how much I love so-called religions. So I must do what they tell me. I wish I could, but if I am with this woman, they all gonna hate me, they all gonna curse me, they all gonna think I am bad, so on and so on. So yes, you are very, very drawn to each other, also sexually drawn to each other. Of course, this tandem of yours is really, really hard for both of you. You want to freaking cut it off and walk away. He wants to freaking cut it off and walk. You can't. But so it moves him. What moves him is Five of Wands, and this is already clear that this is karmic relationship. This is clear as a day. Number 3, what he feels. And what did I'm a genius. I'm such a genius. I am like I was arguing with my chef editor today. She was telling me you are a genius, and I was telling, no, I'm probably just talented, but I'm not a genius. Look at this Judgment. So what you see the figures. It's a very interesting card. You see, this is the fire, and this is the symbol of fire bird. So the symbol of the TFs. I don't want to say the word twin flames. If I receive one more email from 16-year-old who saw the cute guy in a gym and she thinks it's her twin flame, or this girl who was on a register on a grocery store and this cute cashier, she thinks it's her twin flame, I'm gonna hit my head against the wall. It just, I can't just stand when people claim to be twin flames and they're clueless. They have no single clue what it is about. So look at the feelings. Of course, we see the major arcana. Of course, come on, give me a break. What are you talking about? This is so this man was living his life, getting overwhelmed, getting tired as hell. Judgment connect, maybe you met each other on the 20th of something, or on a 31st of something, probably that again. This is the card of eternity. This is a card of resurrection. This is a card which is called the Gate of karma. So of course, and it's also renewal, but in order to rise and go to heaven in the spirit, you need to make the old die. You need to leave the old. And of course, what comes to feelings, of course, you burst into his life. Look, like we're gonna look at this three cards together. You burst into his life. He already was living. He put up with everything, that he cannot change anything. He just has to go to this wedding of this very wealthy man with his so-called wife, who is not a wife, but he has to pretend she's his wife. And they have to act like they're extremely happy together while they freaking see each other once a month in their huge mansion. And he put up with everything. He already put up with everything, and you burst into his life and everything just goes upside down. And yes, he did many things which are not right towards you. And of course, he wanted to cut it off many times, and you wanted to cut it off many times, but it is impossible to leave, neither for you nor for him. So he resists the coming up, and you are telling him, freaking stop being in this position. Get up. Just let this old paradigm, this old shit you believe and lived for many years, let it all collapse and get up. And but you're coming and you're telling him this, but you see he fights against it, and he fights against it, and he fights for it. This is heck knows what, and usually he's behaving like a hermit most of the time, and he's not stupid. This is in position of his feelings. He understands that he found that you were sent by whatever God he believes, source, universe. He knows that you came to set him free. You came to tell him, listen, you have the wings, just fly. But you see that death, physical death, you know that all people are scared and terrified of physical death. And there is nothing really. The only thing you're losing is this physical body. You don't lose your essence, your memories. After you lose your physical body and your time here is over, actually what happens, you remember not just this life you have just lived. You remember all of them. Everything opens up to you. So you came to him as awakening of lost hopes. You came to him and you said, yes, you still can have it. You just have to just get courage to get up and let it all fall. Of course, this is huge transformation you require from him. Of course, judgment as a physical death is a huge test. You know, it's scary, it's terrifying, but this is a very strong love, and you love each other very much. And imagine that he's being torn between the duty and the old paradigm and love towards you. I hope I have enough time. Next, what he thinks. Look at this. Look how he thinks of you. If you saw my beautiful video of a little girl, Maria, she said, and this is my favorite card, the card of strength, what he thinks of you. This is who you are. In classical deck, this is the lioness. She's holding a lion. And in classical deck, it's a tiger here. But in a classical deck, she holds a lion. So what he thinks of you, you are that powerful being, that powerful woman, that unbelievable woman, and especially if you are a Leo, because this is a card of Venus in Leo, Sun in Leo, Moon in Leo. I'm everything in Leo. This is the force. This is the power. And this card, what he thinks of you, that you are ideal woman. You're possessing all extraordinary powers in you, and you are so important for him. And this is such, you scare him because he can't, he can't control you, he can't predict you, but at the same time you touch such deep parts of his very core. Sometimes with your strength, but sometimes with your gentleness, because she's holding the tiger without any force. He stays with her because he wants to stay. He doesn't want to walk away. And sometimes inside he's angry that he wants to stay next to this fragile woman, but he stays, and you wake up this anima inside of him. Girls, I need to stop talking so much because I will not have enough time. These are his thoughts, what he thinks, what he hides. What he hides is such a powerful, enormous, uncontrollable sexual desires. Somehow, I don't know why would he hide it, but this is a phallic symbol right here. I do not know. He probably doesn't want you to know how insanely he wants to hold you, how insanely he wants to make love to you, how insanely he wants to be one with you, but at the same time, he wants that he doesn't want you to take the chance, because this is what he hides here. In a position, what he hides, and he hopes, he hides the fear of you walking away and marrying somebody else, just giving up on him and marrying somebody else. The thing is that you're the only woman, and this is not surprisingly, girls, too many ones. So either both of you fire signs or one of you is a fire sign, but he hides that he only you are capable to awaken in him this primitive, no, I wouldn't say primitive, this when people don't have sex. I wrote a post about it. I said nothing is special about sex, movement of hips back and forth, nothing special. What makes it special is the union of the souls and union of the bodies, of all chakras, of all physical and non-physical essences, when truly to become one, and he can have it only with you. And somehow he hides it. He doesn't want you to kind of know about it. His plans, let's see. His plans. So far at the moment of us speaking, you see, look, this is equivalent to what I had showed you in here. He can't do nothing right now. It's Two of Swords, and the plans, unfortunately, what comes to Two of Swords, it's a card of absolute stagnation. It's not like he doesn't want to do anything. It looks like his hands and feet are tied. Of course, it has to be looked individually for you, but plans Two of Swords is the card of stagnation. It's the card of not doing anything, but deep inside it's all kinds of hesitation and all kinds of doubts, and those thoughts, we are not sure. You are not sure about nothing. I should finish it, but I'm not sure. I should let her go, no, but I'm not sure if I can. I should probably pretend and decide what I need to do or what I don't need to do, but I can't. So it's like all this hesitation, but outside, this is the unfortunately not card of stagnation. So his plans so far, he's not planning to do anything for the period of time you determine. So him in this relationship, oh my God, what he is so unhappy. This whole situation is a Three of Swords is in classical deck, is a heart pierced with three 4 swords. It's a broken heart, and it's a terrible pain. Look at him. He's lying right here. I'm sorry, girls. I'm sorry. It's 4 of swords. 4 of swords, not far away. No, he's not that broken hearted as 3 of swords, but he's lying here. There is 1 sword and there is 3 swords here. Everything I told you, this is mirroring arcanas. Everything I told you about this is true about this. I am so tired. I am so exhausted. It's a physical exhaustion. Girls, really, you know, I hope if I'm describing you your situation, try to support him. No, not demand something of him, ask something of him, but please try to give him a moral, emotional support, because this is exhaustion of mind, of heart, of it's like you're almost dead. You are not dead, but almost, because you're just having the swords here, you holding the sword here, but you can't even hold that sword anymore. It's emotional, physical, and spiritual exhaustion. So unfortunately, this is him right now, and as I said, very mirroring of this poor guy. Now what you are in okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. You are in this relationship, and his fears and doubts. I need 1 more card. As you can see, again, another karmic card here, 6 of Cups. A relationship which have huge base in the past, most of the time in the past lives, but sometimes it can be when you've known each other in kindergarten or in school or in high school, but you loved each other, but you separated, and then you got together again, and you're in this relationship. So there is a very deep connection between you two, and this is pure. This love is pure. If he's rich, you're not after his money, you're not after his whatever he has. Looks like he has something, because as I already said, this is status quo. Your love to him is pure, your love to him is sincere, your love to him is as sunlight, but his fears and doubts, you see, the one which we all hate, tarologist, the 4 of Pentacles, that again, everything I just told you, he is extremely afraid of moving out of that old paradigm. 4 of Pentacles, unfortunately, for a relationship is really bad, because this is the one who resists any changes and perspectives. In this card, he's afraid of even move a little tiny bit, scared a little tiny bit of movement, doubting. He believes that he must stay where he is. It's just such a fight in him. I'm running out of time, so I need to pull 1 more card for the spread. 1 more card I need to pull as an outcome. Okay, what are we having the outcome? How interesting. The Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, this card is interesting, very interesting, because I remember that spread I've done a year ago, I think, it called I Bet I Can Shock You, was also the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is another karmic card and a card of a destiny. What I can tell you, girls, no matter how much he resists, no matter how much what's going on, the thing is that you cannot fight destiny. Connected with number 10 and 21, this is the so-called Sphinx. This card also talks about the destiny is ruling. Astrologically, it's connected with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, the rulers of karma. But still, this card is positive. Even when the Wheel of Fortune goes down, still the card is positive, because even if right now we see here, it seems like nothing is happening, even when it seems that right now everything stays the same, stagnation card, stagnation card, stagnation card, stagnation, how nothing is happening, but we are having two humongous cards, the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. Even if it looks like you can do absolutely nothing, zero, you cannot fight the destiny. You can't. You can hide. Or like Harry Potter, you know, they didn't want to let him go to Hogwarts, so they took him to this island. And they thought that the letters wouldn't find him there. The destiny you cannot find. And this card tells you, the message to you, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to fight. What is meant to be will happen when the time is right. So called, even though I don't like that expression too much, the divine time. You will find yourself in a right place, in a right time. Just, I have to give you one advice. This is outcome. Be faithful to yourself. Do not do for this man what you consider is unacceptable. If you don't throw yourself to his feet. Don't try to prove him you're good enough. Don't try to be that kick me dog or doormat. No. Just be yourself and stay faithful to yourself, because the control is not possible over this situation. Trust the things are going to be happening. Trust it is going to happen, because this card clearly shows, even if you feel emotionally exhausted like him, even if you feel coldness in yourself or in him, and it does looks like you're never gonna be, trust the divine. This is karmic relationship. This is meant to be. You are meant for each other. You were chosen by the divine for each other, and you will be with each other. When and how, that's a different question, but for this reading, this is the outcome. So my queens, this is the Celtic cross for you. I hope it was helpful. How to contact me, everything is written under the video description box. Guys, you drive me crazy sometimes. I will talk to you later. Namaste.